Welcome to crafting with ADHD. I'm going to put some braids in my hair into some jump rings and put them on the braids and then braid in some embroidery floss and do the little bracelet and do that in there. So see you there. Alright, let me show you the colors I got. I got blue and teal because those are the colors that are on my dress. Then I also got these beads that match the teal of my shirt. This is the color that's on my shirt and this is the color that's on my dress. That's what it was. And this is the color that's on my shirt. It's like teal and dark and light teal, I guess, or aqua. Couldn't really see that, but it doesn't matter. And then these jump rings, which I got the textured ones and I'm wishing I would have just gotten the plain ones because they would have been useful for other things. Oh, they just flew everywhere. I needed all of those. I wonder if I could do a nose ring with these. I tried with an old earring I had and I broke it. And the other one went down the sink. So if I was just putting it in, I would just twist it, but I don't have an actual piercing anymore. I think this might be too big for a nostril. So I'm gonna go for the, what is it called? Septum. I know pulling it this way distorts it, but I don't have an actual piercing. Does this look weird? I think it looks fine. It just looks really big. Let me get the other one too. Okay, well, I made a mistake. I have very limited of the small ones. I should have just used a big one for this and trimmed it down because that's what I ended up doing. I didn't have any wire cutters, so I used nail clippers and it worked. But this is from the earring that I had that I altered. And then this is from the jump ring, and ideally you'd have wire cutters. Yeah, it's kind of distorted the shape because I pinched it like, this is the ring, I pulled it out that way instead of twisting it that way. I don't know, I had to curve it to get it the right shape because when I cut it, it was like a U shape. And then also I don't have a real piercing, so I can't just like twist it and then put it in. So that's this. I actually like this one. This one I'm not so sure about. I did have a nose piercing in 2021, I think. But I decided after about a year that I didn't want it anymore. And I also dropped my nose ring down the sink. So that was, I was like, I don't know if this is a sign from the Lord, but to keep my nose ring, my nose piercing from closing up, I'd have to go buy a new piercing. And I didn't want to do that. And I was like, I actually like my nose without it. So I decided not to do it. I did like the little stud though. That was cute. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. How much time? I have 5 minutes of recording left. I'm gonna have to transfer some stuff. Then I'll get back to you. I forgot my makeup looked like this. So again, got these two colors. I wanted white, but I remembered I had some cream embroidery floss at home, so I hope this will be enough. I honestly don't know how much I need. I got super long hair, and I will probably attach it at the bottom. So I'll just measure this amount, but of course, when I'm braiding and such, you know, like it's gonna shrink up. So maybe I'll do it ×2. I might research how much to do. Okay, so I did remember that you fold it in half. So she said she did hers 5 feet long. Measuring tape. I'm gonna do 4 feet. This seems like a lot. I'd rather have, maybe I should do a little more. I'd rather have too much than not enough, you know, because you can't really add more. I guess you could, but it'd be really hard. So I have 5 feet. We're gonna see if this works. Where are my scissors? I'll be right back again. I literally just have them. Where did they go? I'm so confused. Did I not bring them back with me? What? I just had the scissors. I also realized it's 1 o'clock and I haven't eaten lunch. So I'm gonna do that and hopefully find the scissors because I literally just had them in my hand. Something I ate messed with my tongue and I don't know. Oh, I think it's because I cut my tongue on a Mexican candy this weekend. And maybe it's still not all the way healed, so maybe something I ate was too salty. But anyway, I didn't get the scissors. Oh my gosh. Welcome to crafting with ADHD. So it's about 5 feet long, and I'm just measuring out the pieces based on the previous one. And what I'm doing is the like end strands are a little unraveled, especially in the new packages. So I'm lining those up, and then I'm also lining up the parts where I will cut off. That way all the fresh ends are on one side. Oh wait, no, that's not how it's gonna work. I haven't done one of these in a while. You fold it in half. I wonder if I should have done more. Like 2 strands of each to make sure it actually is long enough. I don't know, we will see. If this doesn't work out, this will just be a bracelet, which will not be that big of a deal. I'm wondering if this is even, well, it's gonna start from down here, so. Okay, say what you do. So you tie it into a knot. And this will be helpful because I get to stick my bobby pin through this loop that I make. So I'm gonna make it a kind of small loop. See, it's a little loop. So back in the day, I've not said that ever. So I mean, I'm old. My 12-year-old brother called me old today, and I got a little sad. I was like, I'm not old, I'm only 25. But apparently Gen Alpha thinks if you're 20, you're old. So anyone born in 2000 or later is old, or earlier, I mean, is old to them. So I didn't think people were old until, like, when I was little, I didn't even think my parents were old. So I don't know where they're getting these views of everybody being old now. Cause I don't know. Yeah. Quarter life crisis going on. So I don't know, what I was trying to say is we would tape these down, but I don't have any tape. So I do not know what I'm gonna use. I'm having a memory. I'm pretty sure one of my friends used to put them on her toe. Or maybe I saw someone online do that. I don't know. I have a memory of someone using their toe. I'm not gonna use my toe. Oh goodness. Okay, we gotta get creative. What are we gonna do? This? Will this work? It's too small. Should I just go ahead and get a bobby pin and hook it to something? Should have made this larger and I could have connected it to the little door stopper. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. No, that's gonna make it hard to get off. Well, I did it. Okay, I hooked it to the zipper on my pencil pouch. And I think it's gonna work. If you want a tutorial on this, I can do it. There are plenty of tutorials on the internet, but I can do one. This is another rediscovering my childhood hobbies. What color do I want on top? I don't think it's gonna really matter. Let's just start with the teal. Let's do that. Here I go. I could do a YouTube live right now. Do I have anything to say though? I don't think so. I do not think so. Well, maybe I'll go ahead and do it. I'll just do the little vertical one. I don't know how long this is gonna take. My camera is dying, so it's plugged in. But I can show you my progress so far. But this is the YouTuber hold, but that's really the only way I can focus. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I think I used to be better at this when I was a kid. But that's the gradient I have going on. And I just went on YouTube Live, and people on the internet are, it wasn't that anyone said anything rude, it was just weird. I'm going to limit the amount of times I go live unless I have something to say, because man, is it weird. There's always this one person who is spamming the comments, which I don't mind asking questions, and it does, like, I like the engagement, but they're asking some weird questions, and sometimes it would be fine, and then sometimes it would be weird, and they were acting a little creepy, honestly, and attention seeking, because they started talking about traumatizing events in their life, and then they would compliment me, and then they would ask me a question, and then when I didn't answer their question fast enough, they were screaming at me in the comments even after I answered their question one time. But I mean, I'm just not gonna do mini lives for now, at least, because first of all, they're awkward when I don't have anything to say. If they're like planned beforehand so I can talk about things, then that's fine, but I just went on spontaneously and did not have anything planned to talk about, so I was just kind of talking to talk. And thankfully, that person was asking some good questions, but a lot of the questions I couldn't answer because they're asking questions about their own culture that I didn't know about, which maybe that just means I need to be more aware of other people's cultures, which I do enjoy, but it was just a crazy time, and I had to end it because I was like, I have nothing left to say, and all this person is going to talk about is, I don't know, they're just going to try to say stuff for attention. So I deleted that one because there was some things that were weird. I'm trying to find my niche because I have too many interests. And when I was just sticking with the crochet stuff, it was nice because I haven't met, in my comments at least, I haven't met a mean person that crochets or that likes crochet. The comments are so much nicer and more community based. And when you're just posting random content, you're gonna get random people. So I would like this to be, I don't even know what I want my channel to be because I don't know. What do y'all think? I do want to have a Christian podcast because I've been posting Christian content, and some of you may know that I tried that, and I didn't try the podcast, but I tried having a separate channel. But then things would just overlap. Like when I'm crocheting and when I'm crafting, I'm gonna talk about God because that's the center of my life. But I'm like, how do I know how to draw the line, In the doll stuff, that's not something that I want to post about regularly anymore. At the beginning of the year, I was very interested in collecting American Girl dolls. Now it's not as much of a priority. I still want to post the content that I've filmed so far, but I haven't posted anything because I'm not sure if I want it to be part of this channel or part of another channel. And a lot of my community that I've built is here for crochet, but I don't really have a reason to crochet every day anymore because I'm not doing those markets. And yes, I can crochet gifts and stuff for people, but that isn't super regular. And I do have one crochet video that should be up before this, But it's like, I don't know. What I'm thinking is just making this a creative channel, whether that be songwriting, crafts, crochet, whatever. And then doing maybe the American Girl channel separately. I don't know, because I'm not sure how many videos I will have. I think I have at least 5 videos for that channel so far. But I'm not sure if I want to post them here or on another channel. If you have any preference at all, let me know. Even if you don't have a preference, let me know, because that would actually help. But I do think that I want to put my like Christian Bible talk videos on another channel. But do I go back to this one being Crafty Fox Threads? Do I keep it at Haley Drop the Mic? Do I put the other one as Haley Drop the Mic Podcast? There's so many things to consider. And I'm someone who tends to be indecisive, and I made a separate channel that I moved everything back. And I don't want to keep transferring my videos between channels, because then I lose the progress I've made. For example, the New Zealand Diaries, I posted last year. I started it last year, and then I ended up moving it to another channel because I wanted this channel to be just crochet, but then the crochet phase kind of didn't end, but slowed down. And so then I needed content, and so I just brought it back again. It's a dilemma, and I prayed about it, and I haven't gotten a, like, hardcore answer. And I feel like when I start doing podcasts, that then I'll make that distinction, but I don't feel led to do a podcast right now. So, maybe, I think I'm overthinking this. To have a podcast, I keep thinking I need a fancy setup. I need sound equipment, which I do have a microphone. So I'm thinking those chatty Bible videos that I do could go on another channel. And then music and stuff can stay over here, because that's still creativity. But then covers, shouldn't they go on the Christian channel because it's Christian music? I'm not exactly sure. But what I'm thinking is I for sure want to do the Bible videos on a separate channel. So maybe I'll do that. And I don't have that many Bible videos, so it wouldn't be that hard to transfer them over. It's just the consistency is my thing. Is it okay to just post whenever I want? Because I've taken a 2-week break. First of all, because I lost my hard drive. But I found it now, so I do have some content I can put up. But what am I going to do when that runs out? Is that just I come to it when I come to it? I do enjoy crafts, but I'm not doing it as a side hustle anymore. It's more just for fun. So I'm not doing crafts all the time either. The next maybe week I will, because I'm not going to be working as much. This is just my inner thoughts coming out. Maybe I need to journal about it. Usually good ideas come when I journal. I need a nap or something. I will update you when this is done. Hello, I think I'm almost done. I'm gonna compare. I don't know where I would clip this. Maybe right here. Okay, that would be perfect, I think. I still have like these little pieces hanging, but if I keep going with it, then it will be too short. Maybe I could add some little tassels, but I'm just gonna keep it like this. And I ended it by just tying a knot at the end. So there we go with that. And then I think it is a good size for if I want to turn this into a bracelet eventually, that it would fit. Let's test it out. It is kind of big for a bracelet, but it might be one I could wrap around twice. Let's see. Take it out. Yeah, I could for sure wrap this around twice. See? So yeah, I could keep this as a bracelet. I really like these colors. It looks like the ocean. Here's the close-up. And then in my hair, it's like the perfect length. I could even try pinning it this way. That way this is at the bottom and you can see that better. But we're just gonna keep it like this for now. So 5 feet, I think might have been too short because I wanted to be able to finish this all the way down. So I don't know, maybe I'll do 8 feet next time. Oh yeah! I wanted to use these beads. So that's what I'm gonna do. So there's a knot there. I'm gonna use 1 bead. Why do I feel so tired today? Okay, do I need a needle for this? I think what I'm gonna do is twist. Try to stick it through and hope it'll work. Okay, it is working. Okay, and then I'm gonna tie another knot. I think I'm gonna tie 2 knots, possibly, because 1 knot seems to, oh, yeah, I probably should have tied another knot at the beginning, but at least it won't fall down. Yeah, that's a good length, I think. Even if it's higher up in my hair, that's fine. Or I could even put it at the front. I don't know, we can play around with it. And I think with the bead, it makes it even better as a bracelet. It's not exactly long enough to wrap around twice with the bead situation. Should I add another bead? Maybe I'll do a white bead. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it like this. So we have 1 thing done. That's it for today, I guess. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of hectic video. My videos, I feel like, are usually all over the place anyway. But if you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos, more crafty videos. And if you have any preferences on whether I should make another channel, I think what I'm gonna end up doing is opening up back that other channel for my Christian podcasty style content. So yeah, stay creative.